Yeah, it is. Okay, let me do my little spiel. Lance, shut up. Okay. Hmm. Hello, everyone. Welcome back. We hope you had a great Thanksgiving, but it's a little different here at Slashers Podcast because Thanksgiving hasn't happened yet. This is actually the Monday before Thanksgiving. So rewind, pretend it didn't happen. Grab your carving knives. This week on Slashers Podcast, we're feasting on the last Thanksgiving, a family drama, dinner table terror, and pilgrims with the taste for blood. And remember, they're called natives.
One, two, three, four. You wanna die? Just trying to stay alive. Some days I wanna die, but I don't wanna say goodbye.
This is Jenna Cannell from Terrifier, Faceless After Dark, and Renfield, and you are listening to Slashers Podcast.
Now,
Slut.
this is Slashers Podcast, home of your favorite horror podcast with your favorite horror media. It is me, Mikey, joined as always by my colleagues, cohorts, and co-hosts, Aid and Lance. Aid and Lance, say hello to the mutant goons from beyond.
So
Oh, I thought you were going to let me go for a change, but
I usually always let you go first, and then you do this
You've
weird
never-
pause thing.
Lance,
No,
don't
oh
even.
my God, here comes.
You've never let me go
I
first.
literally let you go all the time. You do
No,
this
you
weird pause
don't.
thing, which is so annoying. You're like,
Oh, dang, and now she's annoying. Okay, last week she was a bitch, now she's annoying. So,
I know.
Aid, the annoying bitch, go ahead and say hi to the mutant goons from beyond.
Hey, Goons. I guess I'm just getting it from all around these days. Happy
Mhm.
fucking Thanksgiving to me.
Yeah,
Yay.
yeah. Anyways, well. How are your guys' week going? Did you watch anything new? This is Monday before Thanksgiving, so I don't know if y'all did any Friendsgivings or anything already. What's the hips and haps? And Aid, I will reserve the spotlight for you since someone has no, what's it called when you're nice to women?
chivalry.
Yes, I'm surprised you know
Yes.
the word. The
Mm.
one word he knows, everyone.
Oh my God, I know. I'm in shock.
Oh, hang
Good
on.
for
Before we
you.
continue, let me make sure my microphone's on because I apologize, everyone, for last week. My microphone decided to not work and I had to use it. I didn't know the laptop microphone was what I was recording on, so that's why it sounded like shit. So I'm sorry. Okay. Aid, the floor is yours. My microphone is on.
Okay. Well, so I was trying to I actually got a screener copy. I don't know if I should say this, but I did get a screener copy of the Dracula movie, the new one. But it has Korean subtitles on it.
The new one. That's not a
So
screener, Aid. That's just black market.
Yeah,
Dracula
the
Love Tale.
thing we're
Well,
not
no,
supposed to talk about, as I was yelled at many of time before.
well, it's a screener, so they're just giving them away willy-nilly. That's how all these other influencers are able to watch it early. So I'm an influencer. I should be allowed to have it early. So there.
Oh, man.
Doesn't someone have to actually give you said screener for it to be a screener by somebody?
Well, you
She
know who gives me
literally said,
screeners, and I need to actually message him soon is Travis Ayers because he sent me a screener copy of his
Oh,
new film.
yeah, I know.
he didn't do the Dracula one, right?
No, he didn't do Dracula. His new
Okay.
film. I just watched. Well, I watched half of it, so I need to finish it. So,
Who's
well, I
in it?
know.
I didn't even know there was a new Dracula out.
Yeah. So the new Dracula has the redheaded kid from Get
Oh,
Out. Remember
okay.
we
I
talked
know who you're
about
talking.
this?
Yeah, now that you mentioned he was a redhead, I was like, yeah, I remember people talking about that now.
Yeah, I actually really like him in Antiviral. That was a good movie. Nobody ever talks about Antiviral for some
Is
reason.
that the
It's like
STD one?
it's very David Cronenberg. No, is it an STD? I can't remember. It's like celebrities inject
Always has
themselves
to
with
be.
this virus.
Oh, never mind. I'm thinking of the one where it has the actress from The Hairstylist.
No, that's contracted.
Yeah. Okay.
That's an STD one. Yes.
Yes. Okay. Well, was that it?
Yeah, that was pretty much it. I haven't really been doing much like as far as watching anything new because I started decorating already. So I
Hmm.
wanted to watch Christmas movies. So I actually watched The Holiday and then I had to watch this movie. So I have not seen anything else.
You watched The Holiday instead of Merry Little Xmas.
Yeah, well, no, because I
You're
wanted to
not known
be
for your good decisions. So,
no, because
um,
I wanted to pay attention to it. And if I'm decorating the tree and stuff, I'm not really paying attention to the movie. I'm just listening to it, and I
you
didn't
have to
want
pay
to.
attention to it because there was times where I had to rewind it when I was watching it to decorate, and I was like, that's how I caught that subplot. That was like, no, no, no. This is not fine. Alicia Silverstone, blink 3 times if I need to get into this movie and set everyone straight. Now Chuckles McGee over here. What have you been watching?
Uh, I think it just pretty much just keeping caught up to Welcome to Derry, which has been pretty good, honestly. Like it's kind of cool little backstory stuff. It's interesting. Like I guess things you didn't really care about technically, from the first one, but it's a really cool thing to know now, I guess, with some of the backstory with a lot of the characters that are in this, the general and
Mm-hmm.
the native, actually, oddly enough, in that movie or TV series. And then
Native and
yeah,
Daring?
what's that?
There's a Native and Daring.
Yeah, there's actually quite a few actually. That supposedly there's like an actual tribe. It seems like because they actually have a council in.
Uh,
But you learn that in one of the things. So sorry, people, if you haven't seen it
I
yet.
I've caught up. Well, I didn't catch up, but I watched the second episode, and it's good. I just don't want to watch it with the kids around. And it's good. I like it. I want to continue. This is kind of white privilege of me. I'm sorry, even though I'm brown. Um, I know it's a period piece. I know racist was a thing back then. I don't like watching it. And I'm like, "Ugh, we're gonna have to put this in this show, aren't we? Not this show, but the Dairy Show, which I get it. It's the 50s, like,
Yeah,
there are prominent black characters in the show, which is great, but it's like, I think it's just because it's such a bummer. I don't know. I mean, like, I feel guilty saying I don't want to watch it, but it's just a bummer. Like, yes, I know racism was a thing back then, like, but
It's still a thing,
well,
Mikey.
yeah,
We're
it's
living
still
in these tariff times. So,
it's still a thing for sure, but definitely it was like accepted, even though now it's kind of depending which race you're talking about, it determines how publicly accepted it is. This is not a
yeah.
political podcast, everybody, but this is just facts. Just take
Mm.
a look at why people didn't want Zoran Mandami becoming mayor of New York City, even though he won. So whoop whoop.
Joe is
Anyways,
turning off the podcast as we speak.
I already told you Joe doesn't listen anymore.
yeah, I know, right?
He does.
No,
Uh,
I heard my visions and my fifth sense of hearing came in. And I heard someone in Albuquerque say, "Get that off the radio. I'm not listening to that."
Damn,
ah!
Joe, what is going on?
Oh my God, Mikey! Now I gotta bleep that word out.
These
Thanks.
sixth senses coming into
Don't believe
fruition.
it.
What's going on here?
Don't believe it. If you're gonna say it with your chest, Joe. I'm just kidding. If you're
Oh
gay,
my
you're
God.
gonna understand that joke. That's a Tyra Banks joke.
Okay.
Um, anyways,
And
because Tyra Banks sent that on her show.
and I know. And
Um,
Joe would never, so we can't. Good Lord.
this whole segment's just gonna be gone out of the
I know.
show.
I'm just deleting everything. I'm editing today, so
I
watch
know.
yourself.
I do want to say though, the mother, I believe it's not, I don't know their first names, but the mother of the Hanlon boy, um, is was her name Jax in the new Toxic Avenger, the one that I was like, girl, fix your flyaways. That's her, and she's so pretty in this one.
Oh, really?
Um,
Hmm.
Damn, I didn't even notice that until you
Well,
just
because I
said
saw her
it.
and I was like, she looks really familiar. Who is she? And I looked her up and I was like, oh, it's the girl from the spy from not spy. Is that the right term? I guess.
Well,
yeah,
she's a reporter, technically, like kind of, isn't?
Yeah, but
she was the whistleblower
yeah, from
Yeah.
the Toxic Avenger, the new one.
from
Yeah.
So
Somerville.
love her. I am hearing people complaining that it's a little too CGI heavy, which whatever. So were the movies, the new ones.
The new
Um,
ones, yeah.
Yeah.
I actually like that they're not just relying on Pennywise, because if you read the book, you know the lights or whatever they're called is an entity. It's not just Pennywise. So,
Which they do a good job
yeah.
with the way they're kind of like there's more storyline around everything else, and it's kind of how the first part was from the older ones and even the newer ones with the kids. So it feels like you're just getting a longer version of part one
Yeah.
with this
Like,
pre.
do you forget in the original one, the Chinese restaurant scene? Like, that shit was happening in those movies. They just
Yeah,
gets overshadowed because of Pennywise. But it is good. I'm excited to keep watching it. Anything else, Lance, you've been watching?
No, that's kind of it. I just watched the random image for the Christmas fun of it. I watched the new Jonas movie, Jonas Brothers movie.
I have no idea what that is.
Oh
Mm.
no, Disney
It's on
Plus.
Disney Plus.
Oh.
Do love my
Lance is a
Disney
traitor.
sometimes.
Anyways, um, quick note to
Yeah.
put on your radar. I haven't seen it, but I've heard decent things. There's like a horror version of Jesus, starring Nicolas Cage called The Carpenter's Son. And I heard it was actually good, and it makes me want to watch it. 'Cause I didn't realize I thought it was just going to be like a darker version of the story. The Carpenter's Son, obviously being Jesus, but Seth, friend of the show, Submation Cinema, shout out, saw it, and he's a big
Oh,
time like critique, and he's like, it was actually really good. So I'm interested.
oh, happy birthday, Seth.
Oh yes, happy birthday.
Yeah.
Um,
But
what
Oh,
I saw. Oh, go ahead.
I was gonna say, but did you guys see who passed away? I forget his. I can't say I enunciate his name probably correctly. Aid, if you want to go ahead and do it, you're already making the look that you
Well,
know who I'm
just
I
try.
talking
No, try it, Lance.
about. No, no, I don't want to
I
do
don't
who
know
does
who
that.
you're
even
talking
know his
about.
name is? He's
He's the old vampire in Blade number
in
one.
Blade. That's where we
Stephen
would all know
Dorff.
him from.
No, no, that's no,
Not
no.
Steven Dorff.
He was the
Uh,
vampire in Blade. Wesley
yeah, but this
Snipes.
is the old one that gets his teeth pulled
I'm
out
looking
on
right.
the
Okay, it's
beach.
Udo Kier.
Where is
Actor
this?
and cult icon Udo Kier frequently stole scenes no matter the role, whether that was delivering iconic lines
That one.
like
Oh,
"The blood of these horrors is killing me" and Andy Warhol's take on Dracula lore, or making exposition seem effortless. In his brief Suspiria scene, Kier always makes for a welcome sight in the genre space. He was very handsome when he was young, too,
yeah.
Mikey.
He's like he looks like a 007 actor.
Mhm.
But the funny enough, I know him from Ace Ventura. Um,
Well, and that's the thing. Like, we all know him from like specific things of our time. Like, obviously, he was a genre actor from back in the day. So, for those of you who followed his career, rest in peace, Udo Kier.
mm, yes. Rest in peace.
Mm.
I didn't know that he passed away, but
Yes, he passed away. Well, we found out this morning.
oh,
Oh, but anyway, oh, and before we go into Mikey's, if you guys want to watch a dark comedy that's actually pretty funny, The Chair Company on HBO Max is pretty decent with Tim Robinson, and it's super dark. Like, it's a lot darker than I thought it was gonna be. So
I feel like that's just Tim Robinson's aesthetic.
it
He's like
is like
really dark comedy.
he's cringy, but like there was something he said the other episode the other night, and I couldn't stop laughing. And I'm like, it's so fucking stupid, but it's so funny. So if you like Tim Robinson, then you'll definitely like The Chair Company. But Mikey, go ahead. We want to hear what you've been watching.
Well, thank you. Um, what have I seen? I think I only saw Wicked Part 2.
Mm.
This was not. I have not seen Wicked Part 1. I get the
Did you see the
gist.
one?
Well, I didn't even want to see it. I had the girls by myself and they kept talking about it. Adam was already going to go watch it for the second time with his adult friends, so he couldn't take the kids. And um,
I
it
like,
just
I like how the girls are getting the first time, and Adam's going, "This is my second."
yeah, it was my second time. And he's going like what the because they have draft house, on the draft house where you can drink and stuff. So like I'm pretty sure he doesn't want to take the girls to that. So we didn't have any plans, and I was like, I haven't been to the movies in a while, and I actually wanted to go because I heard Ariana Grande really worked her pussy out for that role. And so I said, let me go watch it. I kind of know what happens in the original Wicked because it's blasted all over the TVs, but I haven't actually watched it. And my God, those songs are long. Um, I only was looking at my watch when they were singing. When they're not singing, I was like, this is a good story. I love what's her name? Cynthia Rebo
Hmm.
as Sglind, no, Elphaba. I had no idea everybody was so mad at her. But ultimately it's a political movie, I know this. And so I just kind of put the pieces together like in Dairy. And I was like, oh, it's probably because we have an allegory going on here of race. Um, but it was just really good. And oh my God, I'm not here to body shame anybody, but my goodness, Ariana Grande's rib cage is so distracting. Like, girl, eat something.
She looks bad. She looks really bad. Like,
I don't know. Apparently, there's like a meme. I don't know what's going on. I don't know what these girls are doing. Girls, if you're doing GLP-1s, you don't need it. Stop. Um, because Cynthia Erivo was really thin like that, and then Ariana Grande got really thin like that, and now, um, what's her name from the one who she's also in it, the Asian lady who won the I forgot what award Academy Award from Everywhere All at Once.
Oh, the one from Crouching Tiger,
Zip. It's not no, not Michelle.
right? Yeah, the main one.
Michelle Yeoh. Is that her name?
Uh,
I guess we can just look
I
it
know
up.
she's in Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon. I think that's right.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Lance, you think I saw that? Yeah, it's Michelle Yeoh.
yeah.
So she now is so thin. The top of her, I guess it's more of the sternum. Um,
But
and
she's older though. Doesn't that happen when you get kind of older sometimes?
yeah, but she's been so big the last few years that we've seen her. It's not
But
like it's just.
she's also Asian though. Like Asian women stay very small most of the
Well, see, the
time.
thing is,
Like
Ariana
it's a
Grande was always skinny. Like the thing is, these women have always been skinny. They just got skinnier, and that's. It
well,
reminds me of there's a song out right now called I forget what it's called, but it talks about how you're only pretty when you're sick. And it talks about a girl she gets sick, so she loses weight, and everybody's like, "You look really good." So she's like, "Well, I'm only pretty when I'm sick," so she just stays. And that's what happened to Lindsay Lohan when she looked all cracked out. But
Mm.
well, there were other reasons that she looked bad, but
no, there isn't. Do not talk
my
about patron saint Lohan. She is an angel now.
no, I have nothing. I have no problem with Lindsay Lohan. Love her, but Ariana Grande, like I think it's just so irresponsible for her to do that to herself, knowing the influence that she has on the younger, especially young girls. And then the guy that almost attacked her in the
Oh,
media.
yeah, I saw that.
Well,
Oh,
he was trying
yeah.
to get a picture with her, but first of all, fuck that guy. But what kind of security do we have here? Like, how did he even get through is
You shouldn't
insane to
even
me.
come
It
close to
wasn't in
her.
America. It was because this guy I was reading about it because Cynthia Erivo like destroyed his life. By the way,
Yeah,
um,
she's suing the fuck out of that dude.
because he's an influencer and he's known for kind of like bombarding celebrities like that. And so she took it into her hands to basically make sure he never gets paid for online stuff again. Um,
Good.
and I don't want to put too much blame on Ariana because I don't know what I mean. God forbid she's sick or something, and that's why. But it's just strange how when these women hang out with each other, they all get a little too thin.
Well,
Um,
they have a very strange dynamic too. There's these two girls and I wish I would have saved the video, but it was so funny because they like pretend they're Ariana Grande and Cynthia Erivo, and like they like pretend they're doing interviews because they're like all over each other, and so like the girls are climbing on top of each other and sitting in each other's laps and like practically making out because they're literally on top of each other like every second. Not that it's strange because I mean most girls are touchy feely, but like I just think I don't know, there's something very odd about this entire thing with Wicked.
Yeah, but I mean, are they like? I mean, because I haven't seen it. I don't. I mean, that's not something like I
No, I don't give
really
a fuck
checked
about
out.
Wicked.
But I mean, my thing is this though: is like, what doesn't the camera supposedly add weight to you? So if they're
Oh,
even
that
skinny for that, you know what I mean? Like I'm saying, if they're noticeably skinny, just even for film, is that even worse? Like, I mean, what are we talking about in reality here? Like, is it like, because yeah, they all look kind of skinny, but I didn't think anything of it. But
no, she looks bad. She looks really like she's on the brink of like Holocaust victim thin. Like it's really bad. Like you've seen her. And
yeah,
she's like a bobblehead, but like everyone says that she's always changing her look. And
and race.
now yeah, now her look is Asian, like a thin Asian girl, little girl. And it's like I just think it's like super irresponsible. I mean, you know what, if that's what you want to do with your life, fine. But all of these people that you influence and you know that you have this powerful influence on these young girls. And this is why it's all reverting back to the unhealthy um lifestyle that we grew up with the early 2000s.
was
It's
it
actually
heroin chic? Right?
it's going back to that, which I grew up with that, so for me I don't care either way. Like I'm used to it, but I wouldn't want, like, if I had to go back, I wish I didn't have, because literally all I think about all day long is my weight. Like it's literally that's always on my mind, and like, oh my God, you guys are learning something about me today. But literally that's all I care about. I mean, it takes up so much of my day and such a big part of my life. And I really like if I have daughters someday, if I ever have any daughters, I don't want that to be what they think about. And Ariana Grande, well, how old is she?
I think she's like 32.
Okay, so she's younger. So she grew up where people stopped being, but she was in the Nickelodeon era when all of that shit was happening to the kids. So
Yeah.
I'm sure she's really fucked up and we just don't realize that because she probably hides it better than some of the other, like Amanda
Hmm.
Bynes, for example. So, it is what it is.
There's
I,
a there's like a thing online where we miss Blockiana, where she used to wear like the really dark toner and like
oh yeah, her.
try to emulate Nicki Minaj.
Oh, there's another problem. So it's just, I don't know. It is whatever. I mean, the thing is, at the end of the day, like we can't judge these people because they should be able to do what they want. So is she doing something wrong by, influencing these girls to be, that thin? I
Yeah,
don't
but
know.
is she doing that? I mean, like that's what I'm saying. It's
She
like I
is. These kids fucking worship her. It's
they
insane.
worship a lot of things at that age. I mean, that's those people's parents' job to make sure
Yeah, but these
they're doing
parents nowadays are not going to take the phones away. They're just not. It's a sick thing, that but literally people would rather just hand their kid a phone instead of parenting them. And, this is another reason why I don't want kids. Like I don't want them growing up in a time where you literally don't have meaningful relationships with each other because you're so fucking sucked into your cell phone. It's disgusting. And be
Well,
quiet, Lance. Just
Well,
we're
because you grew up in the Stone Age.
oh my gosh. Yeah,
oh,
the stone age of horror. Let's talk about
no, we're not done talking about Ariana
horror
Grande.
movies.
Well, speaking of Ariana Grande, she will be showing up in the new American Horror Story. So,
Well,
yay,
maybe
returning
she's
to.
preparing for a role.
Well, she worked with Ryan Murphy in Scream Queens for a small bit. So, I think that's probably the only thing of horror that she's ever done. So she's coming back. Welcome. I do love her. She did really well in Wicked. There's a scene with the wedding where everybody's like, "Oh, she did so well," whatever, whatever. Anyways,
I
we're
think
not
she
here to talk about
sounds like
Ariana
a
Grande.
dying cat, but that's me.
I mean,
Sorry,
she does,
Mikey.
but um, just a scotch beneath Ariana Grande, we have what's that actress's name from the movie we just watched?
Oh, Linnea Quigley.
No, ew. Speaking of, never mind.
Oh
Um,
my God, I love her. You're so mean.
we are reviewing today, aside from Ariana Grande's Wait, The Last Thanksgiving from 2020. You can watch this on Prime Video. Uh, I think you can watch it on Screenbox according to IMDb, and Tubi.
Mhm.
Actually, I don't think you can watch it on Prime because I tried watching it on Prime because I was like, I don't want commercials, but I couldn't show up. I think it does that whenever you can watch it on Prime, but under the Screenbox channel. So just go to Tubi, y'all. So we have The Last Thanksgiving on Tubi from 2020. This is written and directed by Erick Lorinc. What else he's done, I don't know. I looked, but whatever.
Oh, I wrote it down.
It's yeah. Well,
What?
do you want to host?
No, I don't want to
Coach
host,
thing?
but do you want me to tell you? I can tell you.
Well, I mean, I'm not going to mention anything because there's nothing worth mentioning.
No.
Evil Touch, The Oscars, I Am the Devil. These are all shorts, but apparently Aid thinks they're important enough for us to just talk about. He wrote Production Department, Masterclass, Talking Shop. Aid, what do you have to say about that?
I have nothing to say about
He was
that.
a
I
production
just think
assistant
that
on Snoop and Martha's Very Tasty Halloween.
oh, I like that.
There you go, everybody. So this is what he's done. He edited the 2025 Fangoria Chainsaw Awards. Did you write that down?
No,
Because
I did
that's
not write that
relevant.
down.
See, the one
So
thing you wrote didn't
he,
write
he
down.
could win an award later on down the line for something else if he does it.
Well, his name looked familiar, so that's why I looked it up because I was like, I've seen that name before, but I guess not.
It's actually pretty interesting. I'm glad I went down this rabbit hole because he edited the 2025 Fangoria Chainsaw Awards and 2024 Fangoria Chainsaw Awards. So good for him. Now, this movie is about a family of cannibalistic pilgrims attacks a restaurant that stays open for Thanksgiving. Um, this movie I knew was going to be a hot mess.
To say the least.
So yes, I knew this movie was going to be a hot mess. I think I tried watching it a couple years ago and I was just kind of like, maybe I don't want to watch this. And then for some reason I was like, you know what would be great to watch right now? This movie. Um, so we have a restaurant slash diner of a select group of kids where there's a cannibalistic family that I guess targets people that work on Thanksgiving because there's that big controversy about if you don't feel working on Thanksgiving, don't go shopping on Thanksgiving, whatever. Um, and so they select people that are working on Thanksgiving to then cook and eat. So there was a theme we did recently. I don't remember exactly where or what year it was, but we did like a family gorging Thanksgiving. I don't know if you remember, where it was like
Hmm.
cannibal movies or whatever. This would have been like the perfect movie for that year.
Yeah, we
Uh,
did. Doug did that nasty French movie. Do you remember? I forgot what it was called.
was like the
With
something buffet or something.
Yeah, like they ate themselves to death or something. It was just, ugh, what was the
That
name?
sounds pretty cool. I'm not gonna
I
lie.
The
didn't
Grand
watch it.
Buffet.
Yeah, no, La Grande Bouffe.
Yeah, something like that. I don't know if I watched. I don't know if I was on that
Grand
episode.
Bouffe.
I don't think either of us were on the
The
episode
Grand Buffet. That's what
because
it's called.
yeah, because I did not
Boof.
watch that movie. So I think I edited the episode, but I did not participate in it.
Well, just to kind of give you guys a glimpse of what we're talking about, these are the top four reviews on IMDb. I'm owed mine time back. Uh,
That was Lance bitching today.
a, a,
That was Lance's review.
a decent try. Even if you're looking for Thanksgiving horror films to watch, don't. Um, and then we have one, a decent or a fun slasher movie that feels like the 80s. So right off the bat,
That was somebody in the movie who did that review, by the way.
where's their chainsaw award?
Yeah, right.
Um, we have no one really of note in the cast. Let's besides uh, Linnea Quigley.
Mhm.
And surprisingly, she has more than just a little walk-on role. She's in for a not a long time, but she has like she does stuff. She's not like we just grabbed her, filmed her scene behind like in some closet and she's done for the day. Like she actually did stuff. So that was cool. So kudos to that. Um, but the acting. I would say the acting is probably the weakest part of
Oh,
this movie.
so like and then when I did the research, I realized why, but like legitimately, like I think the only people who did decently in this movie were the two cooks in the kitchen, like the two ladies
The ladies,
hanging out. Yeah, they were pretty good. But
I
that's in comparison.
I have a different opinion, and my opinion is, and so just so we can kind of gather a group of the characters, if I can remember all of them, because this movie is very forgettable. We have the main girl, Lisa Marie. The only reason why I know her name is Lisa Marie is because they keep calling her the whole time Lisa Marie, and she even has a stupid hairstyle like Lisa Marie Presley for some reason. Um,
I can think of Elvis. That's why I think of her when they say her name.
well, I they didn't really explain why she was so in the likeness of Lisa Marie. I don't know. But you know who she looked like? Remember Angelina from the Jersey Shore?
Jesus.
That's who she
Yeah.
looked like.
Yeah. Oh,
Mm.
and there's a lot of choices. The thing is, I was surprisingly shocked that there was both an IMDb page and a Wikipedia page for this film.
Oh,
So
that's where I messed up. I didn't look at the Wikipedia.
I did
Um,
get a decent amount of facts for you, Mikey. So enjoy.
oh, thank you. So not surprisingly, this was a budget of $10,000. Um, it opened in October 2020,
Five
which
went to Linnea.
yeah, right. Um, competition, everything that ever came out. Because it's not just for this month. It is a decent God honoring 73 minutes, so we do have that. Um, and let's see. So I feel like they were pulling from a little bit of Texas Chainsaw Massacre here. I'll get into the trivia a little bit, but we do have some fairly, and I do my response to your top two actors, Aiden. We'll go to Lance. It's a fun little game like Lance spurred on us last time. Um, my two top actors, and you're gonna disagree with this first one hardcore, but I don't know what it is. I just fucking loved her. Lisa Marie. Lisa fucking Marie, because she was a bitch, she was a brat, she was stupid. She was like my favorite little autistic girl in high school. Like she I loved that bitch's little hairdo. I kept pausing it to like do something, and every time I'd pause it, I would look at the screen. And I'm like, oh my God, like she makes good horror faces. Like, she's like this is like when she's being attacked, not like when she's talking. But I hated her in the beginning because when she first yells at her mom or stepmom or whoever it is, I'm like, damn, this girl's like she's on a level 10 already. But they're called natives really solidified. I was like, oh, she's special. Like we got our first special final girl here. Um, and I loved her. The other person that I felt did a decent job of acting, and this is not me being a favoritism, but the gay guy.
Oh, the gay guy was fine.
Yeah,
That's actually one of mine, I would say.
he was decent. Lance, who are your top two actors in the film?
It would definitely be the gay guy, and honestly, as weirdly as it seems, the main guy, I guess the main killer guy, I guess, or even the
Hmm.
boss.
Actually, you know what? You're right. The main killer was good. I think I just don't really think of him because he was a bad guy.
Yeah.
Oh, do you want to know who mine are besides the lady in the kitchen?
Yes, please.
The dog was really good. And I was worried. I'm like, if they kill this dog in this shit fucking movie, I'm turning it off. But the doggy lives, everybody. And he was
Yes.
the dog was better trained than the people. That's all I have to say about that.
Oh,
That was like 2 seconds in the beginning of this movie, folks.
No, he's in
So
it throughout. He's so cute too. Yeah. They show every time they show the house, you see the dog like, hmm?
oh my God.
I don't know if there was something in their drinking water at that location, but even Linnea didn't do great. Uh,
Well, and then we probably need to talk about that because initially when I was watching it, when she was sitting at the table, all you see is the brim of her hat and the people talking to her. So I'm like, she's wherever the hell she is, and they're talking to, a mannequin, right?
a
So I,
stand.
and I was annoyed by that because I'm like, well, she's not even there, and so she's got to go off pretending that she knows what these people are saying to her, and vice versa. But then later we see her dancing with everybody, so she clearly was around.
I mean, she has an action scene in the kitchen
Yeah, she gets killed ultimately. She tries
and
to.
thrown on top of the dishwashing machine deck area to get her head chopped off. Sorry, spoiler, folks.
Oh, and also like so guys, there's not really I don't want to do like a slay by play because there's just it's like it's messy like the Texas Chainsaw Massacre where it's like what the fuck is happening. There are some notable moments but not for the right reasons. Like the gay guy likes one of the servers. Doesn't know he's straight. I'm not sure the server was straight
I didn't
because
think
he
he was
wasn't
straight,
convincing. He wasn't convincing and he didn't actually ever say that. Oh, actually he did say he wasn't gay. Um
but
and
there was
he's
a scene where they were like, "We need to put you back in the closet."
I
A
don't
character says that to him, so I'm wondering.
well, so what is even more upsetting than that
I know. I think Jesus Christ.
is the gay guy was like, I'm just gonna ask him out. And the girl's like, I don't think he's gay. So then she goes to the server who he wants to ask out, who we don't really know his sexuality, but we kind of do. Um, and he's like, he's a little young for me. And I'm like, y'all are like 2 years apart. And he's like, and I'm not gay. And I was like, well, debatable. And he goes, she was like, I'm just letting you know. He goes, don't worry, I'm gonna do something better or something. She's like, well, you better go let him know. He's like, I'm gonna do something better. I'm gonna deflect. And I was like, oh God, this is Lance.
Who, yeah, but who wrote this? I mean, well,
I was
obviously
like,
Erick Lorinc wrote this.
Eric, you do not deflect. You need to just tell him, I'm sorry, man. I'm very flattered, but I just don't go
And
that.
this is 2020. Like if this was in the early 2000s, that behavior would be not acceptable, but we would understand why they behave
Yeah,
this
there was
way.
an excuse. And so
Yeah.
he goes to him and he's like, hey, I want to talk to you about something. Well, but he's like, actually, I want to talk to you about something too. So he's also egging it on. And he's like, I'm psychic. Because he hears that the manager's going to call for a meeting or something. And the guy's like, "You think you're psychic?" He's like, "Yeah." And I actually like the gay guy was such a good actor. I was like legit feeling sorry for him.
Oh yeah,
I
no,
was
he
like,
was.
you're so mean." Like, and so he's like, "Yeah," and like the guy starts doing these weird like eye things, like, I feel like so and so is gonna call a meeting, and like 5 seconds later he calls a meeting, and like that didn't do anything. That didn't deflect anything. It just led
They,
this poor guy on.
well, there's a lot of holes in this movie. So, can one of you clear this up? Because I asked Lance earlier today, and he didn't know, and I'm like, I'm not going to bother Mikey.
I don't think I had seen the part when you were asking me this question. So what is the question?
The question was, so she left the house in the Kia. Remember, she almost hits the
Oh, the
neighbors.
old lady. The old lady. Who comes back again at the end.
You know what? Those are my two favorite characters of this whole movie: the
In the
mom
car.
and the daughter.
You and
In
your
the
mom,
car.
that's why.
Oh. uh, but anyway, so then later on, she goes to make out with that ugly fucking guy in the movie theater
Buddy.
who's talking about, and this is probably Erick Lorinc for all we know. Well, I don't know, but he's like, "Oh, I want to make a movie. It's kind of like She's All That." I'm like, "What year is this movie made?" And he like eggs her. So one of the plot holes in that scene was like, he's like, "Oh yeah, let's whatever." And then he's like, at one point, he's like, "You gotta go. I'm gonna get in trouble. Why are you here?" And I'm like, "You're the one who wanted her to go." So she goes outside of the movie theater and calls her dad. Can you come pick me up? Bitch, you have
Oh.
your car. You have your Kia. You almost ran the neighbors over. What do you mean, can your dad? Why can't you get in the car and leave? Like, so I don't know if they clearly shot this when I was reading it. They shot it on weekends, so I think like continuity was not a thing in this movie.
I will say, for shooting this over a weekend, that is pretty impressive. Because the thing is, it's not shot bad.
Well, they only shot it during the weekend, so
Oh,
they
I thought you
shot
said
it
it was shot over
over
one weekend. I was like, Jesus Christ.
no, from March to May
Oh, okay.
in 2018, I think, or something like that. And they
Well, this during the pandemic, right?
it was no, it was
Yeah.
in
The
2018.
film
Before,
premiered online during the COVID-19 pandemic at the Pasadena Horror Film Festival.
yeah. So, but they filmed it before that, so the pandemic was not here yet, so we don't have to worry about that. But like he or they I don't know. Like I think like once like I think when you take a big break like that and you're only shooting on weekends and you're not taking notes, you're probably gonna fuck up a lot of
Mhm.
the
You're going to forget.
you're
Well, you
gonna
got to remember
forget.
the counter guy or whatever, the bartender. I don't know what he exactly was. The straight male for the show, and then the gay character. They both take her car because I think one of them picks up her keys because she drops them randomly as she can't seem to stay straight forward and running from anything.
She's a hot mess, Lance. It's just like Aid. That's why I like her so much. That girl, there's something about her.
Oh,
ADHD on the spectrum. Like, this
oh.
is all respectable. I think she is adorable. And I think there is something going on in her mind that she doesn't even know about. And not the actress, the character. I don't know anything about the actress, but I was just watching. I'm like, this girl is so neurodivergent, and I'm here for it. Because she has her random outbursts.
Yeah, like
Like,
when she's yelling at Linnea Quigley for no reason. I'm
yeah,
like, why
she's
are you
a
getting
child.
so
And I'm
mad?
like, I'm obsessed. Um,
I love the fact that Mikey's literally just told Aid why he loves her so much.
Okay.
Hot Mess Express. We love
Well, I'm a
them.
hot mess, but I wouldn't say that I was on a spectrum, but maybe I
Oh,
am. Who knows?
we'll have you do the same test Trump took. Uh,
She would pass. What are you talking about? That's the case.
I don't know. There's no drives in Florida. She might not be able to point one out.
Woo.
But what is
Uh,
in Florida is Miami, which is where these actors came from. The cast and crew are mainly undergrad students from the University of Miami and Miami locals. But what threw me off is on IMDb, it doesn't mention that. On IMDb, it just tells you that they shot it in Chattanooga, Tennessee. So a little bit different cultures we have here, a little bit of a different scenery. But
yeah, because I think in Wikipedia, I was reading that they did principal photography in Chattanooga, and then the rest of it were in different places in Miami. And like, it doesn't look like Miami.
no, but also like most of it's filmed in hang on.
What's in the house and in the diner, right? Most of that in the
So it's
kitchen.
inside.
And
It
that
was
movie
in Yeah, it was in Hollywood, Florida, Derry's Family Restaurant. So February we have to go on
theater.
location.
Is it? Is it still around? Can you
Is
check?
it still open? You
We'll
know,
check.
let's Google it
Please.
now.
Where is Hollywood, Florida? Is that by y'all?
It's in Fort
It's
Lauderdale.
yeah.
It's down that way, down by Miami. Yeah.
It's
Hollywood is,
3 to 4 hours, right?
yeah, about 4 hour drive.
This is
So,
better than the Texas Chainsaw House, y'all.
okay, what's it called? Dairies.
Dairy's Family Restaurant
Family restaurant.
in
Oh,
Hollywood,
American
Florida.
restaurant in Hollywood, Florida. Look at that. I think it's still open.
I'm pretty sure all the actors still work there.
Oh yeah, it opens at 7 a.m. on Tuesdays. They're okay. So yeah, 7 to 2. So it's a lunch place. That's probably why they were able to shoot there
So we
because
could
they're
just take the train, go down there.
and oh, we could take the Bright Line and get the drink package.
Yeah.
Well, so here's the thing. I was ready to hate this movie. I was ready to write this movie off, pretty much probably have Lance feels about it. But there was something about it that, and it was towards the end that I was like, you know what? It excelled in two things for me. The first thing is there was some funny parts. Like, you guys, I had to pause it when this bitch on the spectrum, Lisa Marie says, when making out with her boyfriend, the darker the berry, the sweeter the juice.
Oh my
And
God.
I was like, oh no. And the boyfriend was like, but you're not black. And she goes, oh, is that what that means? You guys,
I started chiming out right by that point.
I masterclass in writing, everybody.
We know Erick Lorinc, friend of the podcast. You know what? We should probably find him and see if we can get him on. That'd be funny.
I mean, that would be kind of funny.
I mean, because honestly, yeah, I'm making fun of this movie and there's a lot of shitty things about it, but I had a really good time because there was decent funny parts.
Oh, he's kind of cute, Mikey.
Oh,
I
well, in that
think you'd
case.
like him.
And tap 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 tap.
So
circle, circle, circle.
does he look like someone that would respond to you or to me in a DM?
Oh, I don't know. Let me
If
click
you
on his
get my
Instagram.
drift.
I know.
Is his berry gonna be sweet or
Is it dark?
when she just said the darker the berry, I died inside and I was like, is she going to say what I think she's going to say? And you know what? She's me.
Oh, well, he's good friends with her because she's all over his Instagram.
I think she's adorable. She does look like Angelina from Jersey Shore, but I love Angelina from Jersey Shore. And
I do too.
yeah, and this all comes to a head at a house when people are dying. Oh, I forgot the second thing. The second thing that this movie has really going really well for it. They're not great, but good special effects for this budget. They cut perfectly for some of the beheadings when they split the guy's head in half. That
Yeah,
was good. That was really good.
it was kind of funny because it definitely had that like robotic, shunk, you know what I mean? Like it was like a setup, thing. But for practical and for that
$14,000.
much money, I mean, fuck, that's pretty awesome.
Welcome to Derry Could Never without.
Never.
Oh,
love
and
themselves
and
that.
he follows us already, everybody. So
Are you serious?
yeah, yes, I'm
Ah,
following him back.
oh,
Okay,
everyone.
Eric.
Listen to this episode, and he'd be like, unfollow.
I know he's gonna be like, "Fuck these guys." Um, that's
great.
amazing. What's his last name? Eric.
Erick Lorinc. Which I mean, I was telling Lance this when we were discussing it. I was like, I don't want to shit on independent films, right? Because we do them. Well,
Yeah.
Mikey
Well, all
and
of us
Doug
have
do
taken
them.
place in some form or another.
I was in the
another.
cinematic masterpiece Trash Juice, everyone, if you'd like to view. Streaming on Tubi.
Yes.
So we've all been a part of this, and it's somebody worked hard on this and somebody did it. Like, yes, there's problems with it, but I think that if he had a bigger budget and more time and more access to resources, then obviously we could have more. The fact that he has Linnea Quigley in the film, obviously they knew they had to get somebody in there to get some notoriety, right? And I think that it coming out during the pandemic probably helped it because at that point, anything that came out of the pandemic, you were just happy to watch something, right? Because we were all stuck in the
Yeah.
fucking house.
Might have helped it more than hurt it. That's for sure. Honestly, that weird marshmallow version of Tarman, when they throw the rando person from the clip scenes,
Yeah.
them talking about their like old, I guess, conquests for every other Thanksgiving. So I don't know if that guy had been sitting there since last Thanksgiving in that room, but
Uh,
because they didn't really explain
okay.
him at all. But I mean, honestly, like some of the practical effects, like for that kind of budget and something like that, you could only hope for that kind of stuff. I mean, the blood scenes, the squirt, when they like are squirting both of them in the face, the I guess the sister, and then I want to say Mary Jane instead of
Mary Jane. Lisa Marie to
Lisa
you,
Marie,
sir.
but like where they had the blood things, I was kind of like, at the end I was like, all right, finally
Well,
there's blood going on, there's some stabbing, the weird net thing I thought was kind of weird, but and then the guy who's supposed to be, I guess, the chainsaw, I mean, Leatherface kind of deal, but he wears the pilgrim mask,
Pilgrim.
and then they
Well,
take it off at one point, and then you
so
kind of see his face.
they had grandpa, right? So like was that grandpa or somebody in a grandpa mask, or are they trying to I don't like that I
I
didn't understand.
think he was scarred or scarification, and maybe they used an actual Texas Chainsaw Grandpa mask to be the mask to show that he was
Yeah.
scarred.
I'm like, that's grandpa. Like, what are they doing carrying grandpa out of the house?
Oh, that's a lady. That's supposed to be the pilgrim woman.
Yeah,
She's supposed to have lived that long. She's
I was
supposed to,
getting a little bit of
Oh, okay. See,
because
that's
there's an
where
actual legendary story within this story.
yes, I remember the story, but I was cooking, so I wasn't
Well, so was she at the end. So there that is.
okay. They put her in the oven.
Yeah.
That was funny.
yeah. Side note, I've spoken to Erick Lorinc before.
Oh my God.
Oh god. Oh
So then,
no.
Mikey, he's someone that you can talk to.
Maybe. I was like, oh, I'm already
Talking.
following him.
Yeah.
I
Oh,
was like,
yeah. It says it's followed by Southern Fried Mikey and the Scream Queer.
yeah. So I was like, oh, I already
Oh, and
followed
Chris
him, and I was
LaMartina.
like, let me see what happens if I hit message. And we have message history. Anyways, so
Do I leave
hi
this
Eric.
in? Hi, Eric, friend of the podcast.
Hi Eric. Lance, you better fucking shape up.
Yeah, now I'm the one that has to shape up.
Well, he's got a
I've always said
beard and
good
he's
things.
bald just like you, Lance. So there you go.
Oh yeah. Lance, he's like your hot younger brother. Much younger brother. Um, but anyways, so yes. When did X come out?
X. Oh, that's a good question.
Because I was getting kind of
The
Pearl
same,
vibes from the lady.
yeah, it's the same year as as
What?
the other one, Pearl, and then Maxine comes out the last.
Oh, 2022. Ty West, you stole from our friend Erick Lorinc. We'll see you in court.
I wonder if Eric thinks that way too. He's like, fuck it. That's why he's friends with Chris Martin. There it is.
Chris LaMartina, yeah, Mikey has to go up and start drama right away. So how do you feel?
you know, what movie looks a lot like your movie, Chris?
What? What are you
I
talking
mean,
about?
the first thing you said to Chris LaMartina was, "So how do you feel about last night?" I
Yeah,
was gonna say,
because if you've seen both those movies as one would, if you're actually a real journalist and research your shit, that is going to be the first question you ask because that is a big deal. He is an
But
independent filmmaker, and all of a sudden, this new, oh, everyone loves this made it. It's like, hello, where do you think they got that idea from? Anyways, now that I've put y'all in y'all's places, we can continue with the last things.
his reaction that was great though. he's like, I refrain from saying anything.
Yeah.
okay, well, let's
Well,
let
Eric
Mikey
says, don't
continue.
feel too pressured to be too nice just because you know me. I'm glad that I was not mean already. I'm
Well, I
pretty
don't
sure
think
the
we were
actress may
being
not think that it was nice that I said that her character may be neurodivergent, but that's neither here
Jesus.
nor there. Um,
canceled.
I love it. I am neurodivergent as well. I can say it. Um, but yes, so the special effects was one of its strongest points for the budget. Um, because the split scene, like you said, the white tar man, I actually really like that because I love that, like, I don't know, I just think skeletons are creepy, not like a regular, but like moving skeletons are creepy.
Yeah.
Um, and there is just a lot of really good icky stuff. And I was actually, because I already had Friendsgiving, I'm already eating Thanksgiving leftovers as my other meals at this point. So I'm literally eating Thanksgiving watching this movie. Um, but I had a good time. Um, I liked the score. Oh, and this is also something that's funny. I was getting a little bit like it was almost like a parody of Halloween when Lisa Marie is running around at the end, and the neighbors from the beginning that she almost hit her, and they're like, "There's that Lisa Marie girl. She's always blah, 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 blah," and like they're talking shit about her, and she's like trying to get help from the different places because she's getting chased. And I was like, "That's funny." Could you imagine if someone did that to Laurie Strode in Halloween?
Fuck that bitch.
Yeah,
That bitch is a menace. Did they
I
say that?
know.
Lisa Marie is a menace.
That's why they both laugh and goes, she looks, when they literally go like this, oh, she looks like she's in danger. They're like,
Yeah, which is like, oh, that's my mom. I had some friends that if that happened, she'd be like, "Well, no shit. Look at this. Look at what they put themselves in all the time." And she would just drive away. So those people do exist, y'all. But you know, I think it's fun, and they do make it a point in this movie to point out that we don't really have many Thanksgiving anything because the gay guy's even like, "I'm gonna put on some Thanksgiving music." I'm like, "There's some what's Thanksgiving like classical music?" And there, what did he say? Through the woods or over the
oh yeah, like the classic, like old
'Cause that's
school.
at the end of Charlie Brown. They're all singing it in the car.
well,
That's
but because
Charlie Brown
then
Thanksgiving.
the server he has a crush on is like that's a Christmas song, and I'm like that's neither. Like over the river and through the woods to grandmother's. Is that the one they're talking about?
Yeah, because all the kids sing it in the car at the end of Charlie Brown Thanksgiving. So
Oh, I
maybe
didn't know
that's
that.
why. Well,
I
you
don't
need
know
to
because
watch
I was
Charlie
like,
Brown.
Neither. They're like, let's just sing a song.
yeah. And then they even mentioned something about like, well, I wanted to watch a horror movie for Thanksgiving, but there isn't any because this is before Thanksgiving, everybody. Um, so I think they're trying to fill that little space, and maybe like Thanksgiving, even though it wasn't as cheap and ridiculous as Thanksgiving. Um, you know,
Mm.
it it definitely making a horror movie about Thanksgiving did them a favor because even though I it took forever for me to watch it, it because it was a Thanksgiving horror movie, I did hear about it. I remember some articles being written about it, so you already had like that like metadata built in. Um, and again, I didn't hate it. If you've listened to this show, you know I'm very forgiving for horror movies under 120 minutes, no, an hour and 20 minutes. And so 73 minutes, and I actually watched this on my phone, like as I was like walking through the park. So like it was fun. And I'm glad that I ended Thanksgiving with this movie because it was something I haven't seen before. Didn't hate it. Loved Lisa Marie. And I alluded to it earlier, but my favorite part is when you find out that these cannibals are not just cannibals, they're racists. Because she goes, "You're no better than those damn Indians." And oh, and that's another thing. Lisa Marie's like walloping and dog walking this bitch all along the house, which we've never seen before. So I was like, good for her. Because you know how usually they knock them down and they run away to go find something else? No, she like knocked her down. She jumps on her and she's like, "Bah, bah, bah," and she won't stop. And then that's when the girl's like, "You're no better than those damn Indians." And she's like, "It's natives." And then she like stabs her. And I was like, yes, I love it.
My only favorite part was that when she does that, when she grabs the cutting utensil, the little hands knife saw thing.
Yeah.
You can hear the plug hit the ground too,
The carver.
and so it's not plugged in. So you're like, I was just like, I just died laughing. Like all you hear is she's like, yeah. And it just seemed like she was like in this moment, like this really cool moment. Like, all you hear is click. And you're like, that's totally the plug hitting the ground with the cable.
Everybody watching this on YouTube needs to see the look when Lance knows something is amiss. The look on his face that he gives is the funniest thing.
No, and the thing about that is they did a really good job of the homage scene when they started talking about the past of
the pilgrims.
Yeah, the pilgrim woman and whatnot. I actually thought that was actually pretty cool the way they had like different kill scenes, like they were able to just like kind of do those things. And honestly, that's probably when the movie got better in the sense of the sequence and what they were doing and whatnot. I mean, yeah, you're trying to make something happen out of little space that you have. It's like I kudos to them, honestly. Like again, as much as I always like to joke about certain movies, I always say to myself, this is cool. Maybe a whole bunch of friends got together. They kind of like how we were doing for Mikey and your movie and everything like that. And hopefully again, some other time, you know what I mean? It's one of those things where you kind of go, this is cool. Yes, things could have been better, but I mean, maybe that's what you have. You have $10,000. You're trying to make certain scenes look really cool with blood and whatnot. So I mean, those scenes cost a lot. I mean, even with Mikey, the new short you're doing, you're trying to get funds for that. You know what I mean? Just to get certain people to do it at least close to properly. So like, I get it, and like that's really cool. And you have to really like think of those things while you're watching this movie. You know what I mean? Because like some of it does like you're like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
But
I mean, if the budget was $10,000, 40% of that is my budget for a 5-minute short. So
that's what I'm saying.
You did well.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And I think looking off of Erick Lorinc's Instagram, it looks like they may be crowdfunding for a new project called. Where'd it go?
Well, if you watch the end of this, by the way, you hear the pilgrim lady making sounds. I watched it until the very end. I'm sure neither one of you did that, but
I couldn't because Tubi automatically puts the next movie on.
I made sure it stopped to keep watching it.
Oh.
Yeah, like you hear it at the end where she's like, kind of sounds. So it's like either A, she's still living through the situation of being cooked, or I don't know. But yeah, it could be a second one. Who knows? Maybe not.
Well, it looks like the most recent thing that they're going to work on. I don't know what the status of it because the Indiegogo isn't active anymore, but it's Liv and Sherry's Halloween Haunt feature film. So if you want to follow him, everyone, it's Erick Lorinc, ErickLorinc. And you can figure out what he's making next. He's a cutie patootie. But yeah, so this movie on IMDb got a 4-star rating out of 10. I think that's fair.
Yeah, I would give it that.
It's not shit. To me, a shit's like 1 or 2. Like that's like, I'm not watching that. But considering 4 is just a little less than half, I'm like, yeah.
What did Thanksgiving get?
I think it's like a 1.9. Let me see.
Yeah, so I mean,
Killing shouldn't have anything.
Oh,
you did a Thanksgiving horror movie, and you did better than Thanksgiving, which for some reason gets all the praise. And that movie got a second movie, or technically a third.
Actually, Thanksgiving got a 4.2. So it actually got a better rating than this one.
Well, I would watch this before I rewatched Thanksgiving. So there's that.
Well, Thanksgiving has the absurdity theme going for it.
Yeah, you're kind of expecting that from that movie.
Yeah. Turkey. But you know what? It's good. It's entertaining. It's forgiving. It's Linnea Quigley doing something other than just saying hi like she does in most horror movies. So I think you should give it a watch, especially if it's Thanksgiving, to sneak you into the Christmas spirit. Because from what it looks like, we don't really have much coming on this Christmas for holiday type movies. So just watch this one to get into the Thanksgiving spirit. For what does that translate out of a 5? Because I usually do 5. So if it's half 5, so about 2 out of 5, 2 stars out of 5. I would go 2.5. Because like I said, it wasn't shit. It was just, you have to really be forgiving in the low budget realm to get away. Because even like the cigarette thing was cool, where he like tricks her to open her mouth and he puts the cigarette out in the back of her throat. Like that's cool yet effective.
And this is his first thing, right? Like his first major kind of technically long feature.
Well, that's you know.
You said everything else was shorts, right?
Redundant, Lance. But let's see what he's done.
Well, no. I mean, you did say it, but most of it sounded like there were shorts or just editing for the Chainsaw Awards.
Yeah, because he did a short called "I Am the Devil," and then this is his first director thing. And this came out in 2020, so it takes a long time to make a movie. So he's making that Sherry and whatever Halloween Haunt. So we'll see what he comes out with next. And
honestly, better than most people's first thing, longer film stuff that we've seen. Honestly,
wow. Drag me in, Doug, Lance. Drag me in, Doug.
Oh my goodness, Lance.
But anyways, you know what? That's the perfect time to end the episode. What is your basis? As Lance says, that my first feature film was so bad it didn't finish. You can find us on YouTube at youtube.com/slasherspodcast. Plus, don't miss our comic book reviews with Joe from Much Ado About Nerding called The Comic Chop, only on YouTube. You want exclusive content or you just can't get enough of us? Join us on Patreon for monthly exclusive reviews, bonus episodes, and some killer new perks. Head over to patreon.com/slasherspod and become part of the band. If you want to rock some slasher swag, our merch is available on Redbubble. Warrior support loud and proud at slasherspod.redbubble.com. You can also message any one of us if you want a shirt from the Slashers Podcast-esque image, as Lance likes to say, where it just has the red text in the VHS format, or the hand going to the TV. You can get those directly from us. Those are not on Redbubble. If you want to yell at us directly, you can find us on social media, Aid at pathologicallyade, me at Southern Fried Mikey, Lance at Zombie vs. Hate. You can also follow the podcast Instagram at SlashersPod or at Mutant Goons from Beyond for random weird shit. If you can't figure out the double box known as Instagram, find us on Facebook and come chill with us in the Mutant Goons from Beyond Facebook group for all the chaos. A big thanks to our amazing Patreon members, Josh Gunn, Dinosaurs Will Always Be Awesome, Lorene Ellis, Kevin Leamy, Vladimir Luis, Leslie Thurman, Cam, Gail, and Pressy Jet. If you want to join them, head on over to patreon.com/slasherspod and become part of the horror family. We recently just did a trailer park review and we're going to be reviewing a shitty Christmas movie soon. So if you want to listen to that, join over to Patreon. As always, thanks for listening, and remember, stay spooky, and we will see you in the next one where we are aiding our way into December. I told you a ho aid if you didn't catch that.
I caught it. It was caught.
Hey, don't forget also, guys, we haven't put it in our little goodbye thing, but we do have a TikTok as well. Just
I'm sorry, Lance, did you want to host again? My
Oh my
boss, apparently.
well,
Boss
Aid said
Lance?
something about that earlier, but she decided to be quiet instead of saying it. So
Oh, yeah. This was on the Patreon members and Patreon episode, so you may not have heard it. Someone thought Lance was my boss. The audacity. Lance doesn't even have the vernacular he believes he possesses. So, with that said,
Oh my
go ahead.
God. No.
Oh, goodbye and good die.
Goodbye, don't die.
Die.
Okay, I'm gonna
Oh,
stop
we're
this.
recording. I was like, why can't I find the stop button?
I have it. Yeah.